You followed the rules. You shrank your voice so others could be louder. You bent so far backward, you forgot what it felt like to stand straight. You stayed quiet when you should have screamed. You gave love, trust, effort, and most painfully, you gave the benefit of the doubt. You told yourself it was noble, that patience would be rewarded, that being good would lead to good things. But life doesn't hand out prizes for martyrdom. The universe doesn't owe you anything for your suffering. And people, they rarely return what they take freely. In truth, unchecked kindness isn't always seen as strength. It's seen as permission, as availability, as weakness. Predators don't hunt the strong. They wait for someone who doesn't believe in claws, someone who gives and gives and gives, until there's nothing left but resentment and silence. You weren't naive because you cared. You were naive because you thought caring was enough. You thought being good made you safe. But goodness without discernment is dangerous. It makes you a target. It makes you a tool. A tool is useful until it breaks. Then it's replaced, discarded, forgotten. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "A man is not disturbed by events, but by his view of them." So maybe the problem isn't who you were, it's how you saw yourself. You thought sacrifice was love. You thought silence was strength. You thought loyalty was always a virtue. But love without boundaries becomes self-erasure. Silence can turn into complicity. And loyalty to the wrong people is self-betrayal. So here's the shift. You don't need to be cruel. You need to be clear. You need to know where your energy ends and where manipulation begins. You need to understand that helping someone who drains you isn't help, it's harm. Compassion is powerful only when it's rooted in choice, not guilt, not fear, not habit. Real strength is not in giving endlessly. It's in knowing when not to, when to walk away, when to say no, when to let others carry their own weight. Ask yourself this: who benefits from your self-neglect? Who gains when you remain silent? Who applauds your kindness while quietly exploiting it? It's not about becoming hard. It's about becoming whole. The Stoics spoke of eudaimonia, a kind of inner flourishing. That kind of peace doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from alignment between who you are and how you live. You must become someone who gives with intention, but never at the expense of your own soul. Someone who listens, but does not absorb every burden. Someone who can offer love, but never as currency for approval. Because here's the truth no one wants to say. The world doesn't change because you're good. The world changes when you're wise. When you wield goodness like a sword, not a leash. When you protect it instead of bleeding it out for people who wouldn't even offer a bandage. You are not here to be consumed. You are here to become, to evolve, to learn what's yours to carry and what isn't, to stand tall not just with kindness but with clarity, with conviction, with self-respect. So be kind, be generous, be light in a dark world, but also be guarded, be awake, be ready to walk away. Because if you must choose between being liked and being respected, choose respect. And if you can become both, if you can learn the discipline of discernment, the courage of boundaries, the wisdom of when to act and when to retreat, then you will no longer be used. You will be revered, not just for your goodness, but for your power.